Olympic Dolphins began with a petition. Tokyo is among one of the top 3 bidders for host city for the 2020 Summer Olympic Games. The majority of the world opposes the hunting and slaughter of cetacea, and this is petitioning the IOC and making sure that we are heard, that we oppose Tokyo 2020 unless and until the slaughters in Taiji stop.
This is Taiji, and here's the killing cove. It's right behind this mountain, actually. We're not allowed back there. But what happens basically is all the boats here in the harbor go out in the morning at daylight, and somewhere out here at sea they encounter dolphins and whales. They put their long poles in the water, which have a bell on the bottom, a flange. They beat on this bell, and they create literally a wall of sound. And by doing that, they drive the dolphins into this killing cove, where they're slaughtered in the most brutal way imaginable.
Dolphins have a very large cerebral cortex and an associational neocortex of significant size. They have an impressive cognitive capacity. Scientific studies have shown them to be self-aware and very social beings. Bottlenose dolphins' level of reasoning is the same as that of humans and the great apes. The enormous stress of being chased and herded into a small cove is more than these beings can bear. They are so terrified that some will die of shock, and pregnant females may spontaneously abort their fetuses. The dolphins that do escape become extremely upset upon seeing their pod or family members captured and in distress, and sometimes, instead of fleeing in fear, will stay to try and release or simply comfort their loved ones.
Some dolphins spared at Taiji are taken by trainers to be locked up for life in small artificial pools and viewed by visitors who pay high fees for the so-called privilege of interacting with captive dolphins.
It's total panic and chaos as the dolphins are driven ashore to the trainers. Some of the dolphins die of heart attack. The trainers are grabbing at them, some are dying in the nets, some are drowning. We see broken ribs. Some of the babies are actually beaten to death.
That's a baby right there. There's a baby caught right in the net. And the mother, it looks like the mother, or an adult I should say, was trying to get to it to help it. But it can't, of course. Here's what we know for sure. The dolphin meat, the porpoise meat, and even the whale meat off the coast of Japan is heavily contaminated with menthol mercury. We're asking the Minister of Health in Japan to ban the sale of dolphin meat in all other stores throughout the country.